All right, good morning, everyone. This morning, our favorite story will continue. We love this story. All right? Now, before we continue, we are going to talk about the strategies that we're going to employ to find answers and comprehend the story in the best way possible. Now, all the persons who are standing, please take your boots and sit. All right? Please take your book. Now, remember yesterday's lesson, we focused more on the right ear questioning. Who remembers about the right ear questioning? You remember finding the right ear answers? Looking at the question and finding the answers? All right. And remember that we started with think and search yesterday as well? Where we had to look through a page or 2 pages to come up with the answers? Who remember that? Name one of the questions that you had to look through in order to get the answers. How Nanny built the tent, yes? Who was Nanny? Yes. Who are the maroons? Yes. Who were the red coats? Very good. Yes, Jaden? Why did they build their houses? Yes. And so now we move to, Vanessa? Where did they build their houses? All right. Now, we are going to be focusing on these parts down here. We have to think more critically. You have to search the content of the text, and you have to put it together so that it answers the questions that are on the board. Now at the end, you will be doing an activity on your own. This means that I'm still going to be in the classroom, but little help from me will be given while you're going to complete the fourth part of this method. Okay? Now let us go through the objectives that we'll be doing today. Students will be able to summarize, orally understand. And I don't need more than 5 sentences. Alright? Let's go. Search paragraphs to find why Mr. Brooks went to Nanny Dog a second time. Yes. Search passage to find how Nanny and the maroon defeated the red coats a second time. Yes. Search passage to find how did the maroon celebrate their victory. Yes. Tell why Nanny was no longer safe in the mountain. Yes. Why did Nanny think she could win a pitch battle with the red coats? And the last? Write an alternative ending one paragraph. Which is going to be one paragraph to the story. Now, after we go through everything, and you are confident about the content of the story, you are going to ask to write a different ending for the story. Sometimes we don't like how a story ends, and so we think that if it were this particular way, then it would even be better. So you are going to get the opportunity to become a part of the story writing. Alright? Alright? Yes. So now I'm going to ask different students to stand and summarize the story. Nanny and the red coats. Any volunteers? Anybody want to stand and answer? No? Anybody else? Anybody else? Jamie, yes, please. And then Alex, no, yes. You can stand where you are. Don't put it back in here. Or they don't remember exactly how the story goes. Yes. are located within the country or in the mountains. All right, Alexia, make your summary, please. Anyone wants to add anything to that summary, to those summaries rather? Anybody else? Rachel, what do you remember about the Daniel Red Force? You must have remembered something. Yes, the red coats were searching for Nanny and the maroon. Yes, Jaden? Right. All right. Right. No. One of the first questions that you're going to be answering this morning is, read it on the board for me, number 2. Why Mr. Brooks went to Nanny Town the second time. You're going to turn to page 3 of the story and search for the answer, and then you're going to present the answer to me. You can move on to page 4 as well, page 88. You can read that page or scan through that page and give me the answer to that question. Why did Mr. Brooks go to Nanny Town the second time? Jamie has already found the answer. Have you underlined the answer, highlighted the answer in your book? Before he who? So, is that answering the question? Why did Mr. Brooks go to Nanny Town for the second time? Yes, Jaden, let us hear if you have an answer to that question as well. Listen what you're answering, students. You are scanning the paragraph to find out why Mr. Brooks went to Nanny Town the second time. Remember, he went already, and you know why he went the first time. Now look in the passage and find it. Why did he go to Nanny Town the second time? Turn to page 88 and go to page 88. Let us go to page 88. Anybody wants to start the reading on that page?
Yes.
Please start. Alright, before we go any further, why did Mr. Brooks go to Nanny Town the second time? Because he knew where it was and he was doing what? He was helping who to find Nanny Town? The mosquito coat he was helping to find?
Yes.
He was helping the red What was he doing? So that was his reason to go back to go to Nannytown the second time. Because he would have known where Nannytown is already. So he is helping the Red Coats who weren't very sure where to find. So please highlight that answer in the first paragraph on page 88. The next time Mr. Brooks brought Indians from the Mosquito Coast with their hunting dogs and lead them to the Red Coast to Nannytown. So he went there to show them where Nannytown is located. Alright? Have you already highlighted that answer?
Yes, miss.
Sure?
No.
Just a minute. No, another important point. Now you know that after Nanny became victorious, she had a special way of celebrating. No, it's not just one place in the passage. You are going, Alexia wants to provide the answer for that one? Now tell us, Alexia. Ensure that you highlight all the possible ways in which she celebrated and give me those facts. Let's go.
Higher up the highland shoulder of the mountain, depicted by a narrow creek in Nannytown is the Maroon celebration music.
So tell me how they celebrated. Oh, you're getting to the point. Tell us how they celebrated, yes?
They feasted on the driftwood made from the hogs they hunted, on roast yams from their provision ground, and on the
Provision?
provision ground,
Right.
and on the fruit of the forest. They were safe for a while.
All right. So they celebrated by having a feast. And they didn't go anywhere extravagant and have a dinner, so they used what they had, and what they had rather, and they made a celebration. What was their protein? All right, and what was it?
Fruits from the
Fruits from the provision ground, and also roast yam. All right, so were you able to locate that answer, Joshly? Could you please highlight it in your book? Jonathan, highlight it in your book, please. Alex, have you already done so? Pretending you have not done so, have you? Very good, pretend. Very good. Moving on now. Ready? All right, now, all right. Now, came to a point now when Nanny was no longer safe in the mountain. Now I want Zachary to find in the passage where it told us that Nanny and her maroons were no longer safe in the mountain. Find that passage and read it alone for me, Zachary.
They could not be safe forever. There were always more red coats with more money and more guns. Every time that many defeated them, they learned something. The red coats made maps of the mountain. They marked the path. They built their own lookouts and lookouts, manned them and supplied them with food and guns. Each year they came closer and closer to them. They searched for the provision hammer and tried food and many hammers to
All right, so give me your answer now. Give me your answer now, Zachary. Since you found it in the passage, give me your answer now.
They were not safe because every time she defeated one,
She who? Nanny and the maroons defeated one set of red coats, right?
more would come closer and closer.
Right. So, if you were in Nanny's position or the position of Maroon, how would you feel inside? How would you feel?
Bored,
Hmm?
bored.
You would have felt worried? Why would you feel worried?
Because we don't know closer and closer.
Because what?
We're coming closer.
But remember, Nanny's a person who can carry a pretty good tricks, man.
She's doing by herself.
Oh.
Back in the day.
Okay?
No, I was worried because I have to feel that somebody is coming out there. I would feel scared when I'm in the water to see because I've been trying.
Ah, yes, good point. So you see, you can think about things and see the ending of your story coming up based on how you're arguing now. Yes, Jamie? You want to make a point? All right. The next question. Ready? 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 I want you to read question 16.
And Nanny knew she could not win a pitch battle with the red coat. Why?
So no, you are going to find it in the passage. No, if you're talking about those same time. No. What should you do? No. All right. Yes. All right. Jonathan, tell me something, man. Concentrate what we're doing here. All right. Yes. All right. Yes, but you're reading the question I asked you, but Anna said she found the answer. Go, Anna, let's hear the answer. All right.
Nanny knew that one day Brooks would find Nanny on himself and that she could never win a pitch battle with the red coat.
And you are answering now why? Why couldn't she win a pitch battle?
She could hill and downhill.
Yes, Anna, finish answering the question.
She could lead them up the hill and downhill. Disappear through the waterfall, shoot from behind trees, set traps in their path, but she would never have enough men or guns to win a battle hand to hand.
Alright, so that is basically the answer now. She knew she could not have enough weaponry to defeat the Red Coats. Remember, the Red Coats were what kind of people? They were not only officials, but they were military people, so they were training tactically. And they had the weaponry necessary to defeat, right? Persons are talking outside of this conversation. No. Wasn't Nanny a very smart person?
Yes.
So Nanny started thinking that she would not be able to know to defeat these people. Oh, Alexia, what can you find now? Come. Yes. Okay, yes. Yes, no? Continue.
So she gathered all her people together and told them that the end had come. Nanny town would be destroyed. They must be ready to move. They must take everything they had, their guns, their children, and their possessions, and set out by a secret path through the mountains to go west toward the conquering country.
All right. So Nanny did not only believe that she was going to be defeated had she stood up to the battle, but she also devised a plan outside of her known location. And which was the path to go where?
Outside of west of the mountains.
Through the mountain to the cockpit country. All right. Now, could you please read question 17?
What did she tell her people to do?
And you just answered that. You told them that they should they must take all they have. Please highlight that. Please highlight that. What else?
Their children and their cousins.
So please highlight that. Right. Do you think they were going big broad daylight about to see that?
No.
Why do you think they were going daylight? Andre, yes? Yes, Andre. Tell me. Tell us. Okay, alright. Yes, Jaden? Alright. Now, next question. Question 18. Let's read.
What was the red coat?
After 2, 1, 2.
What did the red coats find when they finally arrived at Nanny Town?
So you know that you're going to still search the passage for that question. To be answered. Anaya has already found it. Anybody else? Lashley, have you found the answer? Jaden? Sajai, have you found the answer? Not yet? What about you? Can I have the phone answer? You have to read to
Oh, yes.
Ah, anybody else? Tamika? All right, I'm going to hear from Tamika this time now. Answer the question.
Next morning when the Rachel came, their big got onto the slope. Above Nanita, when they fixed their gloomy violet.
You know what a violet is? All right, a bayonet. It's called a bayonet. A bayonet is a gun that has a sharp knife attached to it. The knife can be taken off. Right? All right. Oh, very fine. So you go and research and see if what I said to you is correct. Look in your dictionary. Thank you very much for reminding me that I don't have to give you all the answers. Are you serious, Anaya? Please stand close. All right, let's see if your two definitions are same. Read Anaya.
A long blade fixed to rifle.
To rifle?
To rifle for hand-to-hand fighting.
All right, let's go now.
Or stab something.
Yes.
Sharp blade that can be fixed to the end of a rifle.
All right. So was my definition correct?
Yes.
All right. And if you go on the parade for the of the JDF sometimes, you would see them having their bayonets rather, closely attached to them, and at the point there is a sharp knife. Just a minute, students. All right.
There's 5 types of videos.
Well, that's new to me because I did not know that. No. So the red coats found. Is the thing that the red coat found? They found.
Gleaming violets.
They found bayonets. So where do you think these bayonets come from? No. Where do you think they would have gotten these weaponry? Where do you think they came from? The red coats. Because remember they defeated and killed some of the red coats and took their weaponry. So this is how they build up on their. No, man. This was especially from the red coats. They went and they defeated some, but they were killing all some of them, and letting them fall over in the corner and all of these things. So when they were defeated like that, their weapons were retrieved by the Maroons, and they were kept and used for fighting against the other red coats to come. Yes. Alex is speaking, so you should be listening. Yes. But without them knowing how skilled they were. Now, what did Nani do? Yes, after the red coats went in and found these things, what did Nani do? Yes, Jane, you want to speak? Defiance. We want to hear about Nani. What did Nani do? Have you found it? What did Nani do? All right. Yes, that's a part of what Nani did. Anybody else?
They say that as she fell, she spread her.
No, that's happened to her. That's not what she really said. Before you read that, Remember Nanny returned to Nanny Town. After everybody exited Nanny Town, Nanny remained in Nanny Town. Remember that? But why do you think Nanny remained in Nanny Town? Think about who Nanny was.
It's because she's she's a warrior.
She's a warrior?
But she's
Yes.
not scared of anything. And she said she probably said she wouldn't turn her mind back from where she came from, and she wouldn't make anybody take over.
Okay, so maybe she was very territorial and didn't want to go away. Alright, anybody else?
If I did the picture right here, it looks like you. That's really good. Yeah.
Alright. She did not want. Alright, so Jai, why do you think Nanny would return to Nanny Town after everybody has left Nanny Town?
Just because when she wanted to fight back to the her people and go back to the slave.
Oh, but she remember, she said that she knew she could not pray. What about you? Why do you think Nanny returned to Nanny Town? Think about it. I want to hear from you.
She returned back to Nanny.
She returned to? Return means to go back?
She returned to Nanny's house to cook.
Don't tell me what you think. Just talk what you think. It's okay. Hmm? Yes, dear. Think about it. Yes?
I think she wanted to start eating food so they don't come back and attack them. She's trying to save. She's trying to protect them.
All right. Now, who remember that Nanny is the person who could do all sorts of tricks? And Nanny could get things done. No, Nanny knew that she would not be able to save her people. But she knew what she could have done for herself, as we said earlier. Now, we are going to read at the bottom the next paragraph and tell us what Nanny did, what person said Nanny did after she jumped off the cliff. Let's read, everybody.
They say that as she fell, she spread her arms wide and began to sail. They say she never reached the rocks below, but searched the road and avoided a flock of birds. They say her voice is still heard in the bird song of the mountain, and her spirit still working about doing on
All right? No. So some persons were talking about Nanny being a witch and she has powers, right? No, this is the question I just asked you to tell me why did Nanny research? Nanny turned back to my room? So that is called one of the high order questions. That the answer was not written in the passage, but you have to think through, didn't you? You have to think through and put facts together. To put details together and to follow the storyline and to say, all right, this is how I know Nanny to be. And so, because Nanny is this kind of a person, Nanny is likely to do this based on the evidence that you'll find in the passage. Understand?
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
All right?
Yes, miss.
All right. So, may we move on now? Are we sure?
Yes.
No, somebody doesn't want to move on yet. Yes, no? She did what? Yeah, she told her people to run away in secret. Yes, she fell. All right. No, they say when she went off the mountain, all right, they say that she went off the mountain, she fell. All right. No, they say when she went off the mountain, when she went off the mountain, she fell. All right. No, they say when she went off the mountain, when she went off the mountain, she fell. All right. No, they say when she went off the mountain, when she went off the mountain, she fell. All right. No, they say that As she fell, she spread her wings wide and began to sail. They say she never reached the rocks below, but circled, rose again, and joined a flock of birds. They say her voice is still heard in the bird song in the mountains, and her spirit still soars above the ruins of Nanton. So, anybody can tell you what the word ruin means? God is not explaining the passage. Let me see how we can interpret what the author wishes for you to get. Ruins, mountain, alright, anybody else? Like a what? Like they destroy the mountains, alright? Just a moment. Alright, yes? Alright, so the ruins would have made that her spirit is still lingering? Alright, let us hear your explanation now. An abandoned place? No. Some persons have made some very good arguments where ruin is concerned. So you're going to open the dictionary now and see who was correct. Very good. Let's read. A ruin, yes? So we can say for sure now, based on that one word, that Nanton was indeed destroyed. Yes? Alright. So Nanton was destroyed. No. We have done so much about animals, haven't we? Yes. How well have you learned? Have you learned a lot? You learned a lot? Alright. No. Let us tick off what you have learned so far and move on. Were you able to summarize the story orally? Yes. Were you able to find answers to why books return to yes. Were you able to search passages to find these questions, these answers? No. You are going to take out your book and you're going to write your summary now. So you are going to do this on your own. See, we have completed right there. We have completed the search and things. Do you remember that? You answered some questions which were you have evidence in the passage, but they weren't very explicit, so you have to think through them deep to get the answer. So we did the author on you. Now you're going to be doing this on your own. You are going to ensure that you write your summary of the story, because if somebody from a different school or a different class takes up your book, they're supposed to read and know about the story that we just covered. Now you have 10 minutes to write your summary. And you're moving
One paragraph?
silence. This one paragraph. Alright? So the persons who have to get up, move so quickly. You have 10 minutes. Should dry? You're looking alright. Are you finished? You're thinking? Good job. Now for the persons who are almost finished, the next thing that you're going to do, and when I say one paragraph, I don't mean just 6 to 8 sentences that don't say much. You have now talked about what you would have done differently. So you are going to look at the last paragraph of the story and write your different ending, how you would have wanted the story to end. No, you have to write a different ending. So I don't want the one in the book, I want your personal ending to the story.
That's just like the same way that people thought.
No, your ending. But ensure that it is written to match the story. So you can't write it in the present tense now, you know that it has passed a long time ago. Understand? Correct. Yes, my dear? Yes, but you're going to have to write your summary first on the story. Right? Okay? And a part of your homework for Wednesday, you're going to do the questions on the interesting facts for independent work. That part is in the book. Writing the book Interesting Facts, you're going to do the Interesting Facts questions 1 to 8 as a part of your homework. Understand? Because you will not be here on Thursday. And I cannot tell you that you have to or you don't have to. I'm going to be here because it's one teaching day. So when you go home, mommy or daddy will decide if you come to school on this one, right? All right? And when you come back next Monday before we start the other story on Tuesday, you're going to be reading your paragraph as well as your ending. Okay?